Got some puffy eyes this morning. Sleep was a bit hit and miss actually last night. So I slept really well the first night. Got to sleep about 9:30 I think. I tried to get my head down about 8:30, but there's so many kids running around and screaming and whatever else that just wasn't going to happen. So I got to sleep about 9:30. About 12:30 I woke up because there was some people shouting. Only briefly, but it woke me up, so I think it woke a few others up as well. And I woke up about 3:30 and felt quite ready and raring to go actually, but decided against it. That had been daft, so I got my head back down again and I had another couple of hours. It's just gone 5:30 now. I woke up to the sound of rain, pitter patter. It's only light at the minute. It was forecast when I looked yesterday evening, it was forecast to come in about 9 o'clock, the rain. And there was 50% of showers between 9 and 2, and then from 2 o'clock onwards it's about 80% chance of rain. So I'd like to get to Leckwed before the heavy rains come. I've got to be at Leckwed for 1:30 anyway. By the time I've got packed up and get going, it'll probably be just gone 6, so that'll give me a good 7 hours to get there. I've got a really tough climb. I've got 6 miles that look fairly simple this morning, and then I've got 3 miles which are constant uphill by the looks of it. So I'm not looking forward to that, but we'll get out and get on it anyway. Excuse me. And then I think after that it's quite downhill from Llan Ffestiniog into Llan Ffestiniog. So let's get on the trail. Let's get packed up, get on it, and get wet. Speak to you soon. I'm on the GoPro today rather than the camera because of the weather. It is drizzling, but it's not too bad at the minute. I'm just walking away from the campsite. Well, I'm still at the campsite, but I'm just walking up the hill towards the toilets and the shop, and then back out onto the trail. There is a pizza shop here as well, a bakehouse. We do some other things, but I got a pizza last night, so I've still got sandwiches that I bought in Timor, which I'm going to have probably sort of 5-6 miles in today, and then we'll get to the cafe at Tanni Griseau, and if I'm hungry I'll get some food there. If not, I'll just get a hot chocolate or something. I can get a stamp there for my book as well, and then we'll make our way to Leckwed. So it's 6:20 now, so I've got 7 hours to get there. It should be plenty of time. I'm tempting fate, the rain has stopped. The waterproof jacket is off. The last thing I want is that on. If it's not raining, it does make you sweat. So it's actually not a bad morning at the minute. There's still little spots of rain in the air, but it does keep threatening. And I know we're going to get showers. That is pretty certain today. But it's nice and cool. I like the little seat that you can come and sit on if you want to watch the trains coming past. Now, I've been known to do a bit of geocaching in my time. I've only done one on the route, and it was in a right shambles, but I just noticed that there's one somewhere around here. So I've not looked at any hints yet. I'm going to see if I can find it. Why not? Oh, that looks like a hidey hole, doesn't it? I can see a Tupperware box. So, a little bit of geocaching on Route 2. I don't know what's in there. I thought that was a bag of sweets. Bit of tat. The logbook, that's it really. So we'll sign that. So this is where the bike place is in Beddgelert. It's the bike barn. So I think, I'm not sure, they probably hire out bikes and you can go and take them up around the trails. So we are in Beddgelert now. Sorry, I think someone said it's Beddgelert. My pronunciations. So this is all about the railways, which of course are suspended at the minute.
Oh, and the waterproof's back on. Slate Trail this way. There's a store there where you can get your supplies, but obviously I'm here a little bit early for him and he's closed today. Quite a nice little place, this Beddgelert. And there's a sign up on there saying it's this away. Yes, there's plenty of stuff around here. Shops, tea rooms, pubs. Craft shop up ahead, tea garden up here. And some decent views in the background. Oh, and not forgetting the river. And some more impressive carvings. Look at that, that's brilliant. That's not done with a chainsaw, obviously, like the last one. I like that. Look at these. Beautiful little place, Beddgelert. Absolutely. More impressive floral arrangements. Can you hear that? That's my alarm telling me to get up for work. It's 7:35 in the morning. Now I don't want to snooze, I want to stop. We do have some excellent gates around here. And who designs that? It's almost mythical. So I've just taken a little detour off the route today. It is only little as well. The river that I was following is just behind that hut there. To visit Gelert's grave. I'm assuming it's Gelert, since I've been told that the place is called Beddgelert. So, pause to have a read about this. And off we go again. So just next to the grave there's this little old building as well. And in it, I'm guessing stands Gelert. I'm actually really surprised to see there's not a geocache around here. I'll take care, pup. I'm off. Morning, Mr. Heron. I'm getting some good breakfast. So I've just found my way into a little sheep dipping pen. It's obviously where the sheep dipping took place. Sweets of choice on this fine morning. A bit early for sweets, but need the kick. Strawberry softies. Toughest section today. Quite slippery, some of these rocks now by the river. It's all been perfectly flat and easy paths so far, so we've got this for a little while to contend with by the looks of it. Interesting. Hand grip. Boy, fun and games. It's a bit slippery. Oh, good grip, good grip. Different. Fast flowing water. A hive of activity behind me at Nampmore. There's a pay and display car park there. They look like they're about to get to work at 8:30. You can maybe tell on there now the rain is coming quite heavy, which is not very pleasant. So that was a pay and display car park at Nampmore. I've got quarter of a mile now, it says on the sign, to get into Nampmore, and of course still following the trail. It's a beautiful day, hey, hey, I'm the king of all time. And heading up here, I think this is where the climb today starts, so I think I've now got about 3 miles of uphill climbing, which I'm not looking forward to, but gotta be done, right? So I'm actually quite high up at the minute. I think I've got higher to go yet. Today, this is the highest of the highest day of the route. So just a quick 360 of the landscape. That's where I've come from, and that's where I'm heading. I'm going down at the minute, but then I go up over there to that corner. Uh-oh. I imagine the view is on a nice day, spectacular. And not bad as it is, but a bit cloudy. Beddgelert, 22 miles. What a random sign to have in the middle of nowhere. Random stone. Still on the same bit. No other stones, just that one. So I thought I had 6 miles to get into Croser. I've done, according to my Fitbit, 7.3 today. And I'm in Croser now. And it's coming out of Croser, where the climb's supposed to be the worst. What's this little walled area here for, I wonder? Must be a memorial for something or other. Right, Slate Trail this way. The sign for the Croser Cafe, but that is closed today, I believe. I think it only opens certain days of the week, that one. So always check these things out before you come. If you were hoping to get some dinner there, it may not happen. In fact, I think it's just in front of me now. I can see a sign with a CC in it that would make you believe it's Croser Cafe. We're climbing again. It's getting towards 10 o'clock now. I've done about 9 miles. But tough day today. First 5 or 6 miles are actually not bad. But since then, the last 3 miles have just been constant up. It's a gradual incline, granted. So it's not a killer, but it just goes on. And I think it's about 3 miles of climbing up. And the views aren't bad. They'd be better if there was no cloud around, obviously. But yeah, tough start, and I'm still going up. I'm almost up to 400 metres in elevation today. I think this path goes up about 500 metres. So another 100 metres to go, I imagine. But as you can see, I'm well in the cloud. First views of this quarry opening up in front of me. Excuse the heavy breathing. The quarry on top of the hillside here at 480 metres. So I just thought I'd bring on a little look round with me. I'm not going in here. You've got to have a look while you're here, don't you? One of the old mine entrances. Tesco bags in there. I wonder if someone's had a bit of a kip in there. Oh, hotel buildings, ruins. Not exactly sure where my route goes. That looks like a path, so I'll take that. Oh, fall over. One of the old mine carts and something else. Quite an eerie feel with it being up in the cloud. So obviously long demolished these buildings. Now just home to sheep. It looks like I got up here. Yes I do. Here's the Snowdonia Slate Trail sign. That's what I'm following. I probably could have gone down and explored them, to be fair. But I think we can see enough from up here. I did just get a good shot of that, and now it's just way behind the cloud again. Quite a tricky path to follow this one, it's hard to see in places. But I think we're on it. It looks worn, it looks trod, doesn't it? Now way up above the quarry. Yeah, not much to see, not much view, it's not too close to the edge. So I'll just point out that high part was at 535 metres. And we've got this nice little slate bridge. Anyone got any great advice how I get over that? I think I'm going to have to be naughty and go over this fence. I'm not wading through that. I don't like private fences, but that's just ridiculous. I know the weather's poor today, but I'm getting some beautiful scenery. Another one down here that we'll go past soon. Very impressive. I can see Lake Carmarthen in the distance as well, so I'll be passing by that in a short while. Right, so I'm just walking through Tanny Grizel. I've stopped off at the cafe to get myself just a little hot chocolate, warm myself up a bit. And I want to get me stamp them on my passport, but unfortunately they said they haven't got a stamp at present. Obviously this route doesn't get enough footfall yet, but this is not what you need on a wet day. Shoulder high plants growing up. It's the sort of thing that puts you off the route. It's a really nice route, going through the quarries and whatever, and seeing the mountains, but bits like this needs more footfall. Come on people, come and get this trampled down. Pause if you want to the further west, give you the Welsh for the Welsh viewers as well. And up in the hillside behind there is said waterfall. Right, so I'm at Leckwed. I've taken a detour off the route. It's about 3/4 of a mile, which also means it's 3/4 of a mile to get back. But here we are at the Slate Caverns, the deep mine, etc. So I'm going to go and see what it's all about. So this is the vehicle that we're taking us on our tour. So the crust slate still going on. Right, I'm off deep into light. There we go. 500 feet, or was it 500 metres on the ground?
An Englishman who arrived in Wales in 1830 to find a country in the grip of what might be called slate fever.
I'm just undercover for a minute. As I've left the deep mine tour, it's absolutely throwing it down. It has eased a little bit. I'm now outside the Sioppi Glodfa. I don't know how to say these things again. That's somewhere where you can get a stamp, but it's closed. It's only open 10 till 2 at the minute. What I would say is anyone that's doing the Slate Trail, it is worth going to Leckwed and taking on their tours. So, excuse the mess on the screen up here. It's just the case that I've got is cracked. It's not my actual phone, it's cracked, but I'm keeping it covered from the rain. So I did the Slate Mountain tour and the deep mine, whatever they call it, tour, I'd say. Both were really good and really informational. Particularly though, I'd say the deep mine tour So if you've only got time to do one, get yourself on that deep mine tour. So I'm back in the middle of Llan Ffestiniog. I've got about 3.5–4 miles to get to Llan Ffestiniog and the Penguin pub. So I'm trying to get a bit of a move on, because I could do with being there before 8. I've got plenty of time for that, but I'm just making sure I get a shift on to be certain. But yeah, worth doing them tours if you are in the area, or if you are doing the trail. They are very informational. Llan Ffestiniog is also up here. That's somewhere else you can get a stamp, but I believe that's closed as well. So everywhere around here that there is to get a stamp is closed at the minute. My next one is at the pub where I'm staying, so I'll try and get one there. That's all for now. Miles on, you say? Right, where do we start today? Rain. So the first 2 miles I did this morning were fine, they were dry. From then, I've had constant rain. So I set off about 7 o'clock, just before 7 I think, and by 7:30 the rain was there. I finished at 23 minutes past 7 tonight, and the entire time I've been walking it has rained. The only time it didn't rain was when I was at Leckwed. As I said earlier, I've had a little detour and gone to visit the slate quarries and the slate mines at Leckwed. So they do tours there. They do a slate mountain tour where they take you up on the back of like an old army truck and up and around the quarries, or one of the quarries, and tell you a lot about it. That was okay, but then they also do a deep mine tour where you go 500 metres underground, actually into the old slate mines, and that was really good. Very informative as well, telling you about obviously how they used to extract slate and things like. There used to be children as young as 8 in there, and how big it is. It is actually massive under there. We went down to level 9, which is the lowest you can go because the rest is flooded, but there were apparently 16 levels down, and each level was bigger than a house. So that tells you how deep we went into there. Anyway, it was really good. That's it today. I've done about 22.5 miles again, I think. I'll post it, I can't remember. And tomorrow, the weather looks like it's going to be poor in the morning again. Hopefully it's going to improve throughout the day though, so fingers crossed for that. And I think that's about it. Oh, I'm in a room. Oh, all that noise was. Yeah, the only night I've got a B&B. I'm trying to dry my stuff out on the radiator, including my camera. Yeah, I think I might have broke my camera. Rain. I think it's got rain inside it. So hopefully that will dry out, but I'm not too confident. Lucky to have a B&B tonight. I didn't plan to have a B&B. Originally I was going to camp it all. Then obviously Wales were behind England opening campsites up. So I booked a load of B&Bs so I could do B&Bs every night. Then Wales opened the campsites up, but I kept this one because the campsite tonight was 2 miles off the route. So it would have been an extra 2 miles today and an extra 2 miles tomorrow. Whereas this is on the route and was only 40 quid. It's above a pub, but unfortunately they're not serving food or alcohol yet. And the shop was shut when I got here, so I'm alcohol-less tonight. Although, being a cold wet day, I've had a hot chocolate anyway. I'll have a shower out and then get my head down, and it'll all happen again tomorrow. See you then.